All right, so let's get started. With it being mid-August and many students and teachers going back to school, I decided to make some quick, fun projects with the En Route stamp set and the Best Route Designer Series paper. Now, this is in the annual catalog. It's really cute, and I could kick myself because every time I've ordered, I have forgotten to order these enamel shapes. So I'm using something in place of these tonight on a project, but I would encourage you to get this if you're going to get this suite because it's really cute. I do have the Memories and More card pack. I plan on using these to do my memory keeping from my Alaska trip earlier this summer. Okay, let's get started. My first project is a little treat bag with some little fruit snacks that I thought would be cute for a lunchbox treat, okay? And really anything could be put in there, but what I've used are our 3x6 gusseted bags, which are just right for the size for little snacks. So let me get what I need here. And I've got a piece of this bicycle print of the Best Route paper. It's cut at 3x2, and I'm just going to fold that in half. Wider if you'd like, where it could be a more scene of the designer paper. It's just one I had cut, so I'm using it. I'm going to put my fruit snacks inside. And then I'm just going to fold this back, and to make it easy closure, I'm just going to use a glue dot. Okay, all right, so now, shake that down just a little bit. I'm going to take the designer paper that I folded in half, and I make sure I use the side where the bicycles are the right way. See, they would be upside down if I did it that way. I'm going to call this the front of my bag, and I'm just going to use some snail adhesive to attach that, and it can easily be removed from that cellophane. Okay, so here we go. Here's our project, and I'm using some of the colors that are in the Designer Series paper. And so I have Gray Granite, Blueberry Bushel, Basic Black, and Pineapple Punch. Get my piece here. And then I decided to use the Tailored Tag Punch, and I'm going to punch one of each of these. And then we're going to do some stamping on this Pineapple Punch one. Okay, black. Blueberry Bushel. I love these colors. So bright and fun. And Gray Granite. One of our new neutrals. Okay, so now I'm going to take this stamp, You're Pretty Great, and I've already have that mounted, and use my Blueberry Bushel. I'm going to try this. I'm hoping it works since I stamped first. Let me get a sheet of scratch paper so I don't mess up my work surface. All right. This stamp is longer than this punch, so I'm going to let some of the pole go beyond the punched image and just go like that. All right, that worked out good. Let me move this out of the way. And now we're just going to layer these. And I just want a bit of each color to show. So I'm going to put the black on top of the Gray Granite. It's maybe it's a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch that I leave showing over here. And then here's the Blueberry Bushel. It's going over top there. And then I'm just going to put that on the front. And I like putting something a little bit behind it. So I'm just taking a wad I say a wad, I'm just rolling up some baker's twine in Whisper White, and gonna put that behind it just to give it some texture and some fun there. Okay, so let's go ahead and use some snail to get this to stick on the back, and I'm just going to pull out some of the strands just like that. Then I can add a little bit more adhesive and put that on the front. Now here is where I would have used some of those cute shapes that go with this suite, but also matching are these faceted dots. We have them in black. You can see I've used quite a few of them, and just going to scatter those here on the stamped image. There's our first little easy project. All right. Okay, next I thought, as a former teacher, I know how important what the start of a student's day is, and you know, I could tell if they forgot something at home or maybe they overslept, and you know, just how important that beginning part of the day, how that sets the mood for the whole day. And so I thought, why not have something like where they eat breakfast or where they brush their teeth or get ready in the morning. And so I made this little place card with do something awesome every single day just to give them a boost to get started. So let's make one of those. I have another piece of that Best Route Designer Series paper. This is cut at 4 by 6. And again, I'm just folding that in half very easily. Okay, then I have 3 pieces of coordinating cardstock. Whisper White is 2.5 by 1 1/4. Mango Melody is 2 3/4 by 1 1/2. And then the Blueberry Bushel is 3 by 1 3/4. And first of all, I'm going to stamp the awesome saying here. And my stamp is really juicy. Make sure, yeah, it was going to be upside down. Not that it mattered. I could have turned it around. All right. So now what I'm going to do here is just put the largest piece in the back. And I like to angle these just for some interest and fun. And I'm thinking you could make, these are so easy, you could go through your stamp sets and find different sentiments or sayings or encouraging verses that would be encouraging to your child, your grandchild, just someone you know that needs a great start to their day. Okay, so this goes here. And again, on this, I would use some of those cute little elements. Let's see what they're called. Best Route enamel shapes. And this I'm just going to do like this. So instead of those, since I don't have them, I'm using some of these silver metallic twinkles. Twinkle adhesive embellishments, I think is what they're called. And I'm just picking those up. Let's see, I'll put this one down here, maybe. And then one more. Whoop, that just jumped right off the page. One more right here. Okay, so see, that's something fun, just set up where they would see it in the morning. And I'll show you what I did on this one. I just put a different one on the back. You never cease to amaze me, okay? All right, and for a younger child, a non-reader, you could put like a happy face or a sticker, just something to make them smile in the morning. Okay, now for our last project, I thought I'd do something maybe geared toward older students or even teachers. And I've got this notepad that is in Pineapple Punch, and I got these at Walmart. And I thought they had some colors. I'm hoping you can find them. Some of our Stampin' Up! Colors. I've found Grapefruit Grove, pineapple punch, blueberry bushel. Well, this is the only one I had left, so I did even make a sample project. But what I'm going to do is I took this print of this paper, the Best Route paper, and it is cut at 3 by 3 3/4, and that's so I wanted to leave some of the pineapple punch. Okay, I knew I was going to run out of this. Let me switch this up real quick. Okay. I want the pineapple punch border on the notepad to show. So I'm just going to put that little street map right here. Then, let's see, I've already punched this circle. This is a 1 3/4 inch circle in gray granite. And I am going to stamp this street map stamp on it in gray granite. So let me get my ink pad. And it's really juicy too, so it's one of my new pads. Ink that up evenly, and then I'm going to stamp off on the scratch paper, and then I'm just going to cover as much of this circle as I can. Okay, that's good. All right, I think I'm through with this ink pad. And so next, I want to get some pineapple punch cardstock, and I'm using our Starburst punch because I thought that would be fun. And then let's see, got that and that. Let's get some Whisper White to stamp, and this time I'm putting You're Going Places, and so I'm inking this up in Blueberry Bushel. Got this scrap piece of Whisper White, and this is the 1 1/2 inch circle punch. Okay, and so I'm going to assemble these, or just look at how I'm going to place them. How about that? Let's just take a look at it, because I know I want something else on there. Let me get this Whisper White again, and I want this little, what do you call it, location marker in Pineapple Punch. So I'm going to stamp that here. And I don't know if I'm going to use it, but there's a little compass, and I'm going to stamp that just in case I want to use it. Okay, so I'm going to punch these out with another circle punch, the 3/4 inch circle punch. And then punch this one with the same. And then I know I'm going to, I think I'm going to put that there. I don't know if I want this one or not. The 4 bothers me. I like the odd number of things, so I think I'm going to leave that off. And then maybe once I get my Best Route enamel shapes, use some of those on here. Let's see if I like this better. Nope, I like this with the yellow. Okay, let's assemble. This one goes on first. So I'm just going to do it like, why I'm being so particular with it. Okay. And then this one I'm going to pop up with a Stampin' Dimensional like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply adhesive to the back of all of this piece and adhere it to this lower corner. Okay, there's 3 like back to school projects that I thought would be fun for you to make. This one is a little place card holder and the little treat pouch. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know.